All right, so, I've had my FM9 here for about probably 2 years, using it in the loop and in front and doing all this stuff. And it's been cool. A lot of the effects on the FM9, I don't know, there's something dull about them. There's something kind of boring about them sometimes. It's like they're good, but and I got the H90 and I started messing with it, and I realized, like, this is like kind of, and not everything about the H90 that I like, but there's a lot of good stuff on here, but it's also like more alive. It sounds more, I don't know, like it just sounds better to me. So I pulled the FM9 off, and it's down here, and there's a lot with this. So I've been doing these for years. I've been gigging. I sub on some corporate bands. I sub in a few different situations over the years, because I can't like be in a band because I travel for work. I got kids. Like I'm a sub guy, but I've reached a point where it's like, and the thing is, it's not about the money. Like, if we go to Kentucky and it's like 17 hours, and it takes me like 20 hours to like work up the songs and learn all the singing and the guitar playing, and I get paid $500. It's whatever. It's $2 an hour, $5 an hour. It's fine. If I was to get paid $50 an hour, it wouldn't really matter. I'm not doing it for the money, but I'm kind of overdoing it. I'm being totally honest with you. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just, it's time has passed. Maybe, maybe just start working up a little acoustic thing, solo or duo, and just play locally. I don't know. So I may dump the FM. I may be done with Axe Effects. I just don't know. I'm really just back onto amps. The other thing and I don't totally understand, the Matchless, I used to run the effects loop in it with my Strymons, and it always seemed fine. But then, like, there were times where it was like the effects loop was so loud, and I was using it with the Axe Effects, and I don't know. I spoke to somebody and they said, that it's, this thing was actually set up and buffered to work with like rack units, so the delays would just be, everything would be so loud. But I'm going to give it another shot. So this is one of those single in to two out, and I've got the Matchless into the 412, and I've also got the 212 now cranking, so we can plug into that next. But this is, the 212's not on right now, just the 412 is on. You can see that the H90 is now off of that. I'm just leaving everything because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. The other thing is there's a hole here, and what's going in this hole is I ordered a Cali 76, because I've got all this pop stuff, and for the, like with the Strat, like I just I wanted to be able to get the cleans, and I want to get it to be a little more, I want it to be like fatter and have more of that thing. So that's going here. It's coming in the morning. So, and the other thing that may take place here, and follow me on this, or don't, whatever. I'm thinking of also getting a timeline. I miss my timeline. I love the timeline. And I love the timeline delays better than the delays in here. Though I did mess with it today, and I figured out some tricks to get it better. But what I'm thinking, if I get the timeline, I move the H90 here, I put the timeline here, now they can be patched in to the effects loop, or I can run them in front. like I can do whatever I want. And also I've got like a template set up with effects in Pro Tools. I'm using more, I mean that chorus, whatever, Chorus Brigade, the UA plugin. That's an absolutely fantastic chorus. So this is where I'm at. I've got my volume pad, like things are, and I've got a wah-wah because I was, I had the FM9 set up where it was also in front, and I had a wah-wah set up. So, I've got the bases covered here. So let's open up a quick session. I'm gonna try to make this fast. I was trying to get sleep. I'm having major, I don't know, like a little anxiety, and nothing's wrong. Everything's cool. I'm just, I don't know. I've just been uptight. So maybe a lot of, I've got people in from out of town. I've got a lot going on. So I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Hey, you just came here for the guitar sounds, but you got the bonus plan. All right. So I just went through it. So here's my Strat into the 412. I'm going to record a second of this. Position 2, just a little bit of graphic EQ. The H90's in a loop, but it's bypassed. Okay, some really kind of awkward guitar playing. My head's just all over the place. So this is matchless. Now we're going to go H90 loop. Now again, this was a little bit, this is problematic again at one point, and I think that it may have had to do with also when I took the FM9 out, I stopped plugging into it in front of the amps, and also it was in the loop. It seemed to sound better. It could be just, maybe it's a little grimy, maybe a little loss of generation, more cables, more circuitry, a little fade. I don't know. I don't know. But here we go. So here is the matchless in channel 2. This is going to be great. So here's that H90. We'll unbypass it. Let's just go into this. Turn this down. Why am I? Oh, right. This. Let me get out of this bouquet. This I'm learning is a way that I can get like darker delays on this thing, because the delays are bright. See what I mean? So we'll go all here, we'll come down here, turn the mix down, we'll turn the feedback down. Yeah, see this? Turn that filter up. So this is going to be cool. Now, this is the thing. I think that everything is louder on the matchless than it is on the other amps that have like modern effects loops. We'll test that in a second. Yeah, much nicer. And now a little of the chorus. Right, so now I'm in front, just going through the EQ, just tapping a little, boosting just a hair of the 6, cutting some of the lows. The center is just flat. And then the H90 is here in the loop. This is going to be a long video because I'm going to go through this, because the last 2 videos I didn't like the sound. I was listening and I'm like, okay, there's things going on I'm not digging. And that's one of the things was like, maybe I should get a compressor. I've been watching a lot of things. And I've had a couple of those Cali 76s and my head wasn't there. I also had the slide rigs, which is the double. It's too much. I bought the new one. It's called FET compressor. It's just like the standard. So it's got, attack, release. It's got the input output ratio goes up to 20 if you want, or 4-to-1. It's got now an LED that goes across that shows gain reduction, just like a distressor, that style. We're gonna do this. Okay, cool. And you can lose a little. See, you can see left, right changes slightly. That's the chorus. And you lose sometimes a little bit of volume on the one side because I've talked to both Eventide and Strymon about it, and they're like, yeah, that's a part of the way it spreads. Because if they said if we made it like perfectly, then it would lose like its chorusy thing. That's what they both said. Same thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is this. I want to know, you guys have to be having fun because this is cool. So now I'm shutting off the matchless, but I'm not touching anything. Now I'm going to plug into the rectifier. And then I'm going to unplug the matchless effects loop. And I'm going to plug in. I know, it is what it is right now. This is the next thing. I want to call that guy from Vertex and see what my options are to maybe get some sort of an isolated patch bay where I can have all the backs of these amps and I can just go like this. I can have the back of the H90. All right, so now we're going into channel 1 in the rectifier. And we are, so let's kill this effect right now because I want to get this kind of even. You're going to see in a second. So now we're going rec channel 1. You'll see in a second. Let me hear this. All right, so it's close enough for rock and roll, volume-wise. Now we're going to go H90. So stay with me. Now it's going to be the exact same level. So we're going to see how this sounds. I have not touched it. It's both the delay and the chorus. Let's try it. So, because I'm about to tell you what I'm thinking here. So yeah, and the rec's a little louder. It's probably because the more modern effects loop, it's just handling it better. Yeah, you can see. So here is the rectifier with the H90 in the loop. And now here's the, just turn it up a little bit. Here's the matchless. Yeah, so you hear, listen. Yeah, so is everybody tracking, as my pastor says? The effects are lower in the rectifier. They're also lower in the VH4. So this is the modern setup, because you'll see when I fired up the delay, I had to turn way down the wet mix, way down. I had to bring it all down, right? So what that tells me is chances are it's not going to be optimal for me to run stereo with the matchless. So the matchless would be like I could use the effects loop if I'm just tracking the matchless, which I'm doing a lot more single tracking anyway. Some of this is like, I don't know, I'm still, growing up with like, all this Def Leppard and stuff. I still hear like Hysteria. But, so now what we're going to do is we're going to stay with me. I always wait 5 seconds at least between everything. I don't know. Maybe it matters. Oh, shoot. No. Killing it. We're not going into the matchless, or we're not going into the 412. We are now going into the matchless cab, which I remember I rewired for 16 ohms. So now, if we come here, right, did I at some point... Let me group these. I'm going to make these identical. We'll just see. I may have to adjust them anyway, but... All right, so now I'm back here, and I'm on the matchless, and we're going to come here now. We're going to mute that, and we're going to turn on the matchless. And the matchless is now... Oh, let me just do one thing. Out. I labeled the top of the H90, so it's actually really easy. Okay, so now give it a minute to warm up. Now this is the same sound, but now I'm into that open back 212, and all it's got, so it's got a greenback and an H30, and I've just got a 57 on each of them. This is the best. I have traditionally hated these matchless cabinets, but I hear the good part of the open, because when you go into the 412, you get that, which is not really what I consider, like, it's not bangy enough, especially if I'm going for more of like an AC30 thing. So let's give just a little bit more juice. Yeah, you see, it's a totally different kind of waveform too. It's, this is really, it's always interesting to me. So here we go. Matchless into the matchless cab. Matchless into the... Come on, relax, Lugo. Oh my God. Now I'm nervous. This is touchy. This has to be played a certain way. I gotta replace out these picks. Right, and now we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to bring on, and remember, I haven't touched anything. Oh man, here we go. There it is. So now you can really hear that if there's a difference, right? So we'll kill this, put this on standby. So here is the 412 with the matchless. And here's the open back 212. This is going to be so beautiful. This is going to be so beautiful. This is the matching cab. This is a 1994, almost dead mint, silver sparkle, or silver with black specks, matchless HC30 with the 212 that comes with it, with the stock speakers. They're Celestion, but they're made for matchless. And it's Samson era. So this sounds so good. So yeah, here's with the cab, with the open back matchless cab. Yes, yes, yes. And then the 412. It's like warmer with the 412. It feels almost a little more Marshall-y to me. 412. Yeah, a little more normal, like nice, really normal, really good. Really, it will not stand up, like, sit behind vocals. Here's the open back 212. This is going to be fantastic. And I mean, I can turn down the treble on it. I kept everything the same. And now here's with the H90. Here's the open back 212. Yeah, so it's like the open back is giving, it's creating a different thing with the chorus pedal. So again, you would be, or the chorus patch, or whatever you call it, you would be adjusting things to what you're hearing. And now here's matchless with the 412 close back. Yeah, so like rock and roll, Marshall guys are gonna maybe lean to that because that's like familiar. But this 212 is more like what you consider like the quintessential matchless sound. It's more like an AC30. So here it is with the open back 212. And then closed back 412. This is unbelievable. It's like It's like Pralines and Cream and Rocky Road. You know, the 412 is Rocky Road, the 212 open back is Pralines and Cream. So, and the effects loop is good with this matchless. So now it's just a matter of, you know, when I want to use it. But again, if I decide to go with the timeline, which honestly I know I'm going to go, I just love the timeline. I love the way it sounds. The way it's going to be configured, I'm not going to be locked into anything. It's like, it takes me 20 seconds to go from them in the loop mono to in the loop stereo to not in the loop at all to in the front. And I could do the H90 in the loop, and I could have the timeline in the front. The timeline in the front with Bucket Brigade set right, it's really nice. And we're gonna have the compressor here, so this was a success to me. This was a success. But again, so here's the 412. Here's the effects. Here's the effects loop on the matchless. And then the effects loop, actually it's a little louder, with the rectifier. In ratio, it's slightly, but there's a knob that goes between A, which is the left, and B, which is the right, for emphasis of this, the delay mix. So if let's say the left is the matchless and it's a little heavy, so I'm in the middle, right? The left is matchless, the right would be, let's say, the rectifier, but I could do like maybe this and then give more to the rectifier, less to the matchless, and I can just balance it by ear, because remember, it's not stereo like you're thinking it's coming out stereo. It's dual mono, left and right, with two different amps, two different cabs, and it's gonna sound huge in records and wide and sexy, as Alpha M says, and it's sexy. Anybody follow him? I used to watch him all the time on YouTube. He's great. Aaron, I think's his name. All right, so this was a good video for me. And I'll tell you why. I almost made the last couple of videos private, because I'm like, I don't want people to hear this. It sucks. It's thin. It's like something's not right. And what I think was happening too, I suspect that there was a clash somehow with the FM9 and the H90. It was just too much. And you know, the FM9 just took over the whole thing, and you know, it sounds okay. It's just, it is a little weird sounding sometimes, and yeah, and I've got plugins too, so I'm glad I came in. And yeah, that's it. So I'll be shooting a video tomorrow, because I'm definitely gonna get this, whatever, Cali 76. Again, I didn't go with the stacked. I just was like, I owned the stack before, and it's cool. I think it was called Slide Rig back then, but you know, my slide plan. I'm not Dwayne Allman, so that's not a concern. And it was just too heavy. It was just too heavy sounding. But it seems really nice now, and it's a smaller pedal, so it's more so it fits more like with, you know, whatever the heck, you know, Boss and MXR, because the other one was like 2 inches long. It really, the config was not optimal. Well, there you go.